One more week has come and gone, and we have a lot to talk about. But I think it can all be summed up with 2 words. Euron Greyjoy. No one is innocent in this world, everyone deserves to die, and let me tell you something. Euron Greyjoy might just be the man to deliver it, because he came a-swinging onto that boat. The 2 Sand Snakes, when they first attacked, Sand Snake 1 and Sand Snake 2, they had him going, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me, Greyjoy? Euron Greyjoy, this legendary pirate captain, is going down like this, and no, he impales Sand Snake 2 immediately, just wham, with just, I don't even know what he used, and here comes Sand Snake 1, and I thought, well, he got one of them, that was awesome, they showcased that he was a tough guy, a formidable opponent, but he's going to drop now. No, he strangles her to death with her own whip. Here comes Yara Greyjoy, though, leaping onto him, attacking him. And he's already been wounded many times by those 2 Sand Snakes. So I'm expecting, okay, here we go. Yara just got to make out with the Dornish woman. She's got this fleet. She's totally badass. Nope, she gets fucked up by Uncle Euron, taken captive. And here comes Theon, who just had a moment downstairs where his sister showed her trust in him, said don't treat him like your servant, was saying he's my protector, giving him titles that she's going to give him once she has the Iron Islands. And here comes Theon, the moment to shine, and he jumps overboard. There he goes, goodbye. and I laughed because he did as well, and he has a sadistic laugh like no other. He reminded me of Mark Hamill's Joker laugh. Let me see if I can recreate it now, in a segment I call, Can I Laugh Like Euron Greyjoy? That was the best I could do. Warm up the vocal pipes. Excuse me. Something along the lines of that. Cersei Lannister killed hundreds of people last season in cold blood, and tonight she did something so dastardly it made me gasp. She destroyed that beautifully kept skull of Balerion, that big old dragon. I don't know where my accent just went there. That's how pissed I am at Cersei Lannister. That dragon's skull was sitting there in pristine condition for years, decades even. And here comes the necromancer and Cersei, still dressed amazingly though, still just immaculately adorned in that beautiful queen garb. Yes, we get it. It's a good visual. Obviously that means they can kill the dragons quite easily. But good luck hitting a flying target in the sky, Cersei. That was a fucking fossil that belonged in a museum. And that brings me to my next point. Jon Snow is now coming down to Dragonstone. He leaves behind Sansa Stark in control of the North. Of course, we have to reveal Littlefinger in the corner doing. I can't do a smirk, so I'll do a shitty little laugh. Every time I see Littlefinger in my head, it's. Did I want Jon Snow to bash his head against the statue of Ned Stark down in the catacombs? Yes, I did. As a man of the North, I really did. Get rid of Littlefinger as soon as possible. I want to see Brienne of Tarth just take that big sword of hers and just chop Littlefinger down the middle. And I want to see all the bajillions of dollars invested into Game of Thrones be put into the segment where Littlefinger just collapses in 2, right down the middle. End the show right there. Credits roll. Let it happen. Arya, hang out with Hot Pie. Hot Pie, if Euron Greyjoy hadn't done all that cool stuff at the end of the episode, Hot Pie would be this week's One True King. By the way, retconning last week's episode, pretend I started a segment called This Week's One True King. Last week's, the first week, was Ed Sheeran, obviously my One True King. This week's episode, Euron Greyjoy, my One True King, I bow to you. Hot Pie, real close runner-up. If you make an appearance next week, little guy, little big guy, keep browning the butter before you put it in the pies. You're doing work. You're doing God's work out there. What else happened? Well, Jon Snow. No, I already talked about Jon Snow. Oh my God, how could I forget this? Jorah Mormont. So the cure for advanced eczema in Westeros is to cut off the infected skin. Oof, it's just, wow. They really played that scene well. Oh my God, the transition between Sam cutting the skin off, and then Arya sticking the spoon into the pie, or whoever the fuck was sticking the spoon to the pie. Gross, but awesome. The grayscale looks like it's over a good percentage of his body, and it's going to be, what kind of healing process is he going to have to go through? Personally, if they could have kept the grayscale and just stopped it, that would have been amazing, because then he would have been a scaly knight in the service of the Queen of Dragons. How perfect would that have been? Fucking put me on the writer's board. Grey Worm, apparently, first of all, let me talk about the fact that they didn't show Grey Worm's dick or lack thereof. I don't know what the purpose of that scene was besides fan service. What they should have done was they should have just bit that bullet, went full blast, and shown the mangled mess Grey Worm's working with down there. Maybe the maesters or the men, the slavers, maybe they just nipped the balls, left the shaft, and maybe he's rocking a meaty hammer. Who knows? Show it. Don't dick me around. Literally. Or no, yes, dick me around. I want Dick to be around Game of Thrones. They showed his butt, got a nice ass. Show the front. Lost my accent again. Otherwise, like, what was the point of showing that? I thought maybe related to the Theon thing and Varys. There was a lot of people in tonight's episode with screen time that don't have dick or balls or either of them. And I don't know if that was connected some way. I'm gonna have to watch it again to see if I missed something. Anyway, I'm getting very worked up again. And I can't seem to think of anything I missed, Game of Thrones wise, from season 7, episode 2. If I did, and you want to talk about it, please hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. Or leave a comment in the comment section below. Until next time, what was a good saying for this one? I guess I'm just gonna send off with, until next week, remember, the North remembers. Fuck, I gotta come up with a better send-off line. Oh, remember, brown the butter before you put it in the pie.